Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new Burda style flip through. Today we are going to take a look at Burda 3 2025. So, in the previous video from Burda, we were watching in the preview and we saw that really beautiful jumpsuit and some sleeve trends. So when I saw this morning that the Burda was online, I was very, very excited to take a look at those. Um, Before I start, please don't forget to give thumbs up to the video. Very, very important. You can do that just now. It's costing you nothing. And of course, leaving a comment is always nice. I find it always nice to read your opinions about the patterns that we are seeing in the magazine. Um, then, of course, I'm still using the digital version of Burda because I noticed that the my Spanish subscription is coming about 2 or 3 weeks after this one is coming in Germany. So, we can take a look at this one as long as I have the digital subscription. If you are more interested about the digital subscription, I just very briefly, so you have they have different options for the Burda Style Club, where you can have the paper magazine and the digital one in one subscription, or as I have only the digital subscription, I get the magazine for free to flip through, let's say. So I get it for free, I can download it, but I have only 2 free patterns per month that I can choose from their website. If you don't have other possibilities to get the Burda, I think that this is a great option, although you have to have a billing address in Germany, Switzerland, or Austria, I think. So let's get on with this one. So again, don't forget to thumbs up to the video. I really love the cover. We can see it here on the left, and I would like to hear from you if you prefer to have the flip through with 2 pages like this, or I have another possibility. Let me see, I need to move my button here, or I can show it page by page. I would like to hear that in the comments, what you prefer most. I think for me it doesn't really matter. So on the left we can see the cover, which is really very pretty actually. I noticed that in this issue we see again a lot of retro style stuff, like we've seen also in the previous magazine, the one with the crazy um, what was that, with the boots and the cargo pants and all those colors. But I think this was in this issue they are a bit better. I will say from the beginning that I really love this issue. There are some really cute patterns, very nice. I don't know if they are repeats or not. I just like them. They used really pretty fabrics, so I'm very excited about this one. Here we can see an overview on the right, at least, of the patterns. From what I uh, saw in the first flip through, I did not see any petite patterns again. They do have a few plus sizes, but no petite again. Here we can see, yes, of course, the retro patterns, but I think they did something nicer than in the previous issue in this one. Okay, so the first patterns here, the first one is, let's see, you'll see the dress in next page or later in the magazine. First we take a look at the jacket here, and I'm going to bring this one a little bit closer to take a look at the technical drawing. This is for the smaller sizes, of course, 34, 44, and it's a little bit of a denim style jacket, as they also say, but they have some really exaggerated sleeves, and you can see here they bring, let me take my pen, they bring this lantern style sleeve with a lot of volume there, which is kind of nice, I must say. I'm not a very big fan, and I'm going to bring the model here. I'm not a very big fan of the fabric used here. This is one of those sky leather stuff. I think this will look really beautiful in a denim, of course, with some nice denim buttons and with all the top stitching around, also around these really cool sleeves. I think this could be really nice as a denim jacket. I'm not a big fan of the fabric that they used here, but I can totally see this pattern in a denim. It's just beautiful. I love those sleeves. Now, to be honest, I don't know how huge they are. They do look kind of big on the model here, but that could be also the fabric, that this leather is a little bit stiff, of course. But the idea of these sleeves, I think it's really cool. um then we go to this pants here, pants 115, and in the last knit mode I think they have also a similar pair of pants with a lot of plates in the front. We'll see those in the flip through from knit mode, I promise, very soon, maybe today or tomorrow. Let's take a look here what is happening. I think this fabric that they used here does have kind of print, because as you can see here around the waist, it does look that like it has some print here and there, but to me, I get the idea, it's quite interesting, but I think it's a lot of fabric and it's a little bit starting to look a little bit messy. I don't know how long the crotch in this pants is, but it looks like it's really low. I don't know, we'll see it later, I think, in another fabric. uh yeah, there is a lot of volume. You should definitely use, they use the satin for this, definitely use something with a lot of drape, because there is a lot of volume in these pants. Although I do like the styling, looks really cool as they did here. Then another pattern that I'm not very convinced about it, and this one is in the sizes 46 to 56, is a trench coat. And I must say that, you know, they call it trench coat, but it doesn't really have a lot of details of a typical trench coat. It's kind of a jacket. What can I say? I'm not a big fan of it. It has some big welt pockets here, as you can see, and this detail on the sleeves here. I don't know what to say about this one. I'm not very convinced about it. It's not one of the best ones, I think. But yeah, this is one of the bigger sizes patterns. Then we have another really simple pattern here, which is, of course, they used sequined stuff fabric, the fabric, which of course for a fabric like this you need to have a simple pattern. I mean, there is also a stripe going on there, so the perfect pattern for a fabric like this would be something really easy. And as you can see here, for this one you also have the extra sewing instructions in the magazine. But I will say that if you have a pattern like this is actually a simple shell. If you have a pattern like this and you get a really great fit on it, you can do a lot of stuff. You can change the neckline, of course, make it a little bit higher if you want. You can add different sleeves. You can even try to play a little bit to add princess seams. There is a lot you can do if you have a good fitting shell for wovens especially. So let's say that it's a simple pattern, but you can do a lot with it if you get the right fit. Next we have a pair of pants, also in the bigger sizes, in the plus sizes patterns range. They go on here, I don't know what it's with all these press buttons closures detail, I don't know what it is. There is something with it that I'm missing, apparently. For this one they used, what did they use? They used a twill, although here in this picture is looking like it is a little bit of fabric with just a bit of body, but then again here up where it's a little bit windy, it's looking like it's something really soft like a viscose. So they used the twill. If you have the magazine, you'll see in the magazine also the weight of the fabric that they used, and that's of course that will give you a good idea exactly what fabric it is. Let's see. Next we are getting back to the smaller sizes, and we have here on the left we have, they used here the same fabric as in the other pattern for the plus sizes, but here is a sleeveless top. Again, very nice for a fabric that it's a little bit more special, like a sequin one what they used. And you know, I don't have a lot of sleeveless garments, I think, well, with the exception of some dresses, but a top like this or a sleeveless garment like this, I think it's really nice when the shoulder line is ending as they have it here, that you really see the shoulder very nicely. I think when it's ending like, you know, like you have a top that actually has sleeves and you just cut off you just don't put the sleeves in, you have it ending here, and this it's not a really nice look. I think in a sleeveless garment it's really nice when the shoulder line is a little bit shorter. Then I said that we go to the smaller sizes, but then we have, I think is one of the last patterns in the plus sizes. No, we get another one. In the size range 46-56 is this really pretty dress, and I really like this one. I must say that in the technical drawing it's looking a little bit messy with all those gathers. You have gathers around the, not around, on the upper part of the sleeve, the shoulder and the sleeve included. And then you have in the back, I really like this shape here on the waist piece, and there is an invisible zipper in the front, as you can see. It's a very pretty pattern. I wish they have it in the smaller sizes, of course. You know, you always get that. And if I can enlarge this one, we can take a better look at the, let's see. They have a drawstring here. Oops, where's my pen? Let's see. They have a drawstring, you see it here with this little channel. Here is the invisible zipper, which is really hard to see. It's invisible. And then you have that shape of the waist, although I was thinking that should be a little bit more fitted here on the rib cage, but you can definitely adjust that. It's a very pretty dress. I love it. I really like it. There is no picture from the back, but probably on the on the Burda Style web shop they definitely have a back picture there, or at least I hope they do. Then another pattern in the smaller sizes is this top here, and I really like this one. This is a really cool one. My only concern with this one, I will say, is how low is the armhole here. It looks like it's a very low one. You'll probably have a lot to see what you're wearing underneath, but it's not so difficult to change. But I really like this little elastic detail here at the neck and all these splits. They did use here a poplin, so if you use a poplin, a cotton, something with a little bit of body, you have this more outstanding look. And I think it's really nice with these splits here on the neckline. This is a really cool top. I love it. I think this one is going to be one of the 2 patterns that I'm going to download. And also for this one, the cool thing is that for this one there is also an extra sewing instructions tutorial in the magazine. It's just beautiful. It's really nice. And actually being made in cotton to be also very easy to put together. Then we have on the right side, and I'm pretty sure this is a variation of the shell that we've seen earlier with the sequin fabric in the bigger sizes. Only here, as you can see, they added this little collar. I'm going to put this one a little bit bigger. They added a little collar here. They changed the sleeve a little bit. You have a yoke with a center back pleat. So as you can see, if you have that shell fitted, you can do a lot of stuff with it. It's really cool. And it has that this white cuffs that you can turn up. So that's nice. It's not a very exciting pattern, but this is a proof of my point that if you have the shell from earlier fitted, you can add a little color, change the neckline a little bit, make some splits in the, as you can see here on the side seam. Very easy to make details. Then we have this little cardigan here, which I'm a little bit I don't know what to think about it. They used here a rib jersey, so it would be something like a sweater knit. I will say that if I'm watching the technical drawing here, it looks like it's a little bit more longer than it actually is. Here in the model picture does look like it's cropped. Let's see what they say here. They also say that it's very easy to adjust the length. Yes, I get that. So I'm pretty sure that what they have here in the on the model is a little bit shorter than the actual or one of these. It's one of these versions. Over is the one that we have in the technical drawing, because that one is longer than the one that we have here modeled. And also for this one there is a tutorial. Then from, let's see, is it the same fabric? Yes, the same fabric as they used here in this dress. They made another dress for the smaller sizes, and I'm almost convinced that I've seen this pattern. Probably not, but it looks so like it's something that I've seen before. Although I really love this one. This is just a very, very, very pretty dress. They have here, this one is made in a viscose, and let's see if I can bring this one a little bit closer. As you can see here, they have some gathers on the side seams, and they have the same drawstring with a tunnel as in the other pattern. But here, of course, you have obviously the shorter sleeves. It's a little bit cut on shoulder, as you can see here, but this is really beautiful. Something else that I noticed, and I noticed here on the model, there must be waist seam between the bodice and the skirt. And if you watch here, it's not very easy to see, but there. This is a different, there are two pieces, and then I think after you put the skirt to the bodice together, although the back is in one piece, then you make the gathers. Very pretty. And there is an invisible zipper here in the back. Further, let's see, what do we have here? Then we have a little coat on the left, coat 109. This one is a very, I know this pattern, I'm pretty sure you've seen this one before. There's nothing special about it, although it's a nice coat pattern. It has no color, I'm not a big fan of those. They used a jacquard for this one. I think it's also lined, I cannot really see, but it's a simple, it's a pretty one. It will work with a lot of fabrics, also something not very thick that you can make for the spring. What do we have next? Next we have the dress that we've seen in the preview, and yeah, and the trench from earlier. Let's see, where is the dress? Do we see the dress? Yes, we see the dress here. Well, this one is looking, in the technical drawing, it's looking a little bit sad. It has an elastic belt. It has this little flap here in the front. I am not sure what to think about that. And this square neckline. I don't know. It's looking pretty like this as they styled it here, but I don't know if this is something that I would make. And also for this one there are detailed instructions. What do we have next? Next we get the jumpsuit from that we've seen in the previous, in the preview. I must say that when I see it like this, I'm not very excited. It's just a pair of tailor pants, as you can see here, with this really cool upper part. I'm not so excited if I'm seeing the technical drawing like this, but to be honest, when I see it on her, made like this in this white, what is this for fabric? Let's see. This is cotton fabric. I love the shoulder detail, very, very pretty, the whole thing. And I wonder if the cut of this upper part is the same, because it's looking a little bit the same as the green top from earlier, the one with the pleats in the front. Like this, how I see it on her, looks really cool. I think it will work nicely also in a denim, and some top stitching on those shoulder details. It's very cool. You have some welt pockets on the back and those slanted pockets in the front. Very cool. Yeah, I think it's nice. Although I think this drawing here is looking even better than the technical drawing from Burda. Here you can see it a little bit from the ready to wear. Very pretty. Yeah, I really like this one. Yeah, so they did a good job on the jumpsuit. Let's see, what do we have more? Only if my file want to load. Then we have this dress here, this little dress. And actually, if you are taking just a little bit better, if you are paying attention, you will see that actually this dress is the same as the turquoise one from earlier, with the little flap here, and that one was sleeveless. Here you have these puff sleeves. I will say, very important, what I find with this kind of puff sleeves, you really need to have the shoulder seam. Let me take some lines away. You really need to have the shoulder seam just a little bit inside your shoulder in order to have this puffiness covering your shoulder, because if your shoulder line on the dress itself is too long, so let's say that your shoulder line is coming here, then all the puffiness will hang off your shoulder, and that's definitely not a good look. So pay attention if you make this, that your shoulder line is ending a little bit inside the shoulder. Really simple, nothing to say about this one. This one is made in a poplin. As you can see, it has definitely another drape than the fabric from earlier. Then we see this blouse here, and this trend with the little bows in the front. We've seen these ones, a gazillion of them last year from different designers. I have also one from Sew It, which I really love. This one is also very pretty. I'm not sure what kind of, it's it's getting closed actually with hooks and eyes on in the front, and then you have, I think, the bows only for decoration, so they are not really ties, but it's just very pretty. It's simple, it's very pretty, and I wonder if actually, probably, well, looks a lot. You have here also quite a bit of gathers, so also here it will be important to have a really nice fit on the shoulder, so not too wide. If necessary, make a small shoulder adjustment to bring that shoulder seam a little bit inside, and then you have all this puffiness really nicely here. Let's see, what do we have more? Then we have another variation of the cardigan from earlier, only here they definitely add some length and a little bit of flare, as you can see. This one is made in a waffle cotton. Oh, I really don't like this fabric, and I think this is a fabric that can get really messy, so I'll probably definitely choose something else. And this one is in the magazine, one of their patterns that they are printed on pink. They are pink on the pattern sheet, so they are really easy to see. Then we have a dress. Let's see, dress 111, I want to say. This one here, we can take a look in this picture. As you can see here, the whole front body is sheared, and if you want to have some great shearing tips, you can watch one of my videos on tutorials on shearing. I'll put a link in the video description. The neckline is finished also with a little ruffle, and the same here on the sleeves, so it's a really sweet dress in a sweet fabric. I will say from the beginning it will take a lot of time to make the shirring panel for the front, but I think the whole dress is actually really pretty. I'm not a big fan of this styling with those tights and the boots, but whatever. Only the back, only the front is sheared. For the rest, it's simple. You have some gathering in the front and in the back at the waist. It's a very pretty dress. It's taking a lot of time to make, probably only that front piece. For the rest, it's pretty easy. Then we have blouse 110, which you can see the technical drawing here. It's not this one here. It's not this one here, but it's the pink one that I will show you in a moment. So as you can see here, they have some lace inserts, they have bust darts, and there is some details happening at the neckline. Let's see, take my pen away. Where is it? It's here. Well, this would be really interesting. I mean, it's a pity that we cannot see the neck detail. I think there are some pin tucks going on there on a little yoke with, I think so, because this girl she forgot to put her hair away. Let me take a sip of water. And then we have some lace insets here in the front. Very pretty. And the drop shoulder with a lot of gathers here. Then they are going to show you how to do this detail on the sleeve, some needlework. Really pretty. You'll see it in a moment. Then we have this pants 107. I have no idea what what is with these pants? Why? This is such an unnecessary pattern. Definitely, it's just bad. It has a really low crotch, and they are made in a corduroy something. No, no, these ones are nothing for me. Then we have this really pretty dress here, which actually uses a really pretty fabric, because the dress itself, it's pretty easy. Where is it? It's this one here. This will work very nice, of course, for embroidered fabric, or as you can see here, something with a lace overlay. Very, very pretty. It's also really easy to make. It will take a little bit of time to make all these little loops here and covered buttons, but in a fabric like this, these are just perfect. Here you can see that little detail, and I think they are showing us how to do it here. And actually it's just an insertion of a leather lace trim, and you get also a shopping bag, quite a big one. More details. And then we get here this really cool skirt, and I must say that when I saw it in this fabric, I was thinking, well, what's going on there? There is a lot going on. If you take a better look at the technical drawing, there are all those pleats that are going diagonal or to the side, and then in the front you have that big pleat, but then you see it in a solid fabric in a moment, and that looks really, really cool. The anniversary pattern, you know, they are going to give us in every issue one of their older patterns. They are going to reprint them, and I love this one. This is so pretty. They used a gorgeous fabric. This is really nice. And let's see. Oops, well, I'm really small now. Here you can see it a little bit better. Really cool. They used here, I think it's a jacquard or something like that. Can we see what is the fabric? Yes, you can see a little bit of a close-up here. Very cool, very, very nice. And I actually have some cotton satin from a little bit sturdier one from Minerva, so I might give this one a try. It's very pretty, sleeveless again, gorgeous. I love it. Let's see. There are still so many pages. These ones are so, I have the feeling that on the digital version there are really, really a lot of pages. Here you can see a a longer version of the skirt from earlier, and I think it's really cool. All those pleats they used here. This one is made in they say that it's a polyester silk. I don't know what is that. Well, whatever it is, it looks really cool, and I think a skirt like this with such details will work very nicely in a, or it works much better in a solid fabric than in that print, because like this you can really see the details. In a print it's just a little bit messy, it's a lot of fabric. And then you can see here, this one is a cotton stretch, and you can see here these are the pants, the pink pants from earlier. They do look cool, but yet again there is so much fabric and so many things going on there. You have these splits here, and then you have all these splits here, and the fly and the pockets. There is a lot going on, so I don't know. I'm not cool enough for pants like this. Then we have this gorgeous, gorgeous blazer. Again, I'm not sure if we've seen this one before, but as it's made here in a cotton mix, this is just beautiful. In this white fabric, it's just amazing. Beautiful styling lines. This princess seams going here to the front, welt pockets with a flap. It's just gorgeous, and the whole silhouette of it. Also here the back you can see a little bit. It's just beautiful. I love this one, definitely. This one here, I think it's a little bit of a variation of the green one, only they adjusted the neckline a little bit. You have here just a small little piece of fabric at the V neckline, but you still have all those pleats here in the front, and they also added here a little band on the sleeves. Just beautiful, simple. This white, this, oh, I want to have everything white. It's just gorgeous. Then we have some styling tips for the crazy jacket, which is really beautiful, but not in this fabric for me. The beautiful sweet dress, also a nice project to make. What we see here, the unnecessary pants and the top, and a little bit more. This one, now we have the best offs. I don't know if the blouse on the left is also a best of. Probably it is, and it is, yes, because it's in the best of range and or section. And this time they are talking about animal prints. The blouse on the left is okay. The dress on the right, it's really cool actually, with the really small little shoulder bands here and all these details in the front. This one is a very beautiful dress. Although they say here that it's made for jersey, I have no idea how this one is made for jersey. I definitely see this one actually in probably they mean they the in the with jersey the actually they want to say like a stable knit, like a ponte knit. I was thinking that is for wovens, and you cannot really see it, but here on the side, on the left side in the back here is actually an invisible zipper. So yeah, I mean, if it's for stable knits, something like a ponte knit is of course something also very comfortable to wear. What do we have more? We should have only 4 patterns. Then we have a really simple top with some ruching going on here on the sleeves. Let's see, where is my pen? Here. There is some ruching going on. I don't know if it's all the way up or only ending here. Something like this. Very easy. And a little skirt, and this one is made in a cotton satin, or at least this is their fabric suggestion. What do we have more? Here we can take a peek at what we will get next month. We have some really strong colors, probably. As you can see here, this little jacket, I really like the color on it. This is a wrap dress, and I think this will be the wrap dress is going to be, they use the same fabric again for the bigger sizes, and this one might be a shirt dress, I think, for the smaller sizes range. What do you get more? Let's see. Here we can see the patterns already. So if we are taking a look at the technical drawing, so I'm going, okay, let's see, I'm going to start with this one with the beginning, and then we take a look at the other ones. So I think there are quite a few patterns that I like in this issue. Definitely the jacket here, which is really, it has some really cool sleeves, definitely. The green top is a winner for me, to top 119. The little cardigan, and this option is nice, and also the other one with a little bit more flared bottom. Also the dress 103, this is just gorgeous, very very pretty. For the bigger sizes, this one, dress 120, is also nice. Let's see, what do we have more? And I will say that this blouse is also very much on trend, that I've seen a lot of this type of blouses. From the other one, let's see here, the other page. So again, this is the longer version, I think, of the top from earlier. This is a really pretty blouse. What do we have more? The skirt, really cool skirt, definitely. Yes, our lovely white jumpsuit, the white top, the variation on the green one, and this really gorgeous blazer. This is just beautiful. So as you can see, there is a lot in this one that I like. I think this one was a really good is a really good Burda style issue. I think this top, I really need to make this one. This is just gorgeous. And the jumpsuit and the dress and the jacket, and if we go more, you can see there are some really cool patterns in this one. Really cool skirt, beautiful dress. I love this one. Definitely love this one. Oh, so much to sew, so little time. So if you enjoyed this video, please give thumbs up to the video. I would love to hear your opinions on this one because I think it's a really good one. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and put your notifications on because very soon I will show you also the Knip Mode magazine. Bye everyone.